Okay. Something, I'm always doing something. I'm telling you. Here's the woods and everything. And like I'm out here chilling, I like to walk out with no shoes on. I'm always walking outside barefooted. It's been that way since I was a child. I was always, girl, get in here and get your shoes on. I don't like to wear shoes. I really don't. I don't care for shoes too much at all, unless you go on to occasion. You gotta go. You have to put some shoes on some places you go. But most of the time when I'm home chilling, I do not. I'll walk outside with no shoes on. I'll go to the store with no shoes on. If it's just right, I got a Wawa right across right around the corner. I go there with no shoes on and things of that nature. I don't care if it's day or night. Okay. I was talking earlier, but I didn't know this thing wasn't recording. Okay. Y'all, hang in there with me. But what I was talking about is, as I was going through a lot of the messages that I was getting for as questions and things, I was focusing a lot on some of the ones that are partnered up with someone. I am, looking at all of them, and I'm telling you guys, I may not get to each and every one of you, but I am going to try. I'm going to do my best to get to a lot of you, okay? I'm going to try my best to get to each and every one of you who asked a question, if it makes sense and if it is not a paragraph like I asked, okay? So as I was going through some of the questions, what popped in my head is I want you, a lot of you ladies, especially ladies, because you are very emotional when it comes to relationships, okay? Men aren't that emotional. They usually just, in their head all the time. I was raised around nothing but brothers, and their friends was my friends, and they were all men, just about all men I was raised around. Okay, so I can detect a lot of things. And matter of fact, in my relationships that I've had, I used to always treat it as well as though, what I saw in my life. And I had my mother there, but she was always working all the time. So, and I got a few feminine, and I'm not saying I'm no man or nothing like that, but I geared it, but we both have, all of us, men and women, we have male and female attributes, okay? And, when I was young coming up, my attribute was more masculine than feminine because I was around masculine, the masculine men. I experienced a lot of masculinity, and that's as far as how they act, not me, and I was like a tomboy too, climbing trees, doing everything the guys do and stuff, hanging around the guys, listening to what the guys were saying, um, listening to how they talk about women. I was right in on that stuff all the time, constantly in my household. The guys had a tree house, and I was the only girl that could come up there, and I would listen to their conversation. They would almost damn near forget that I was there because I was so quiet, but I was taking in a lot of information, like to the fact, like I said, when it came to relationships, I took it like a lot of them like a joke to me, because I was acting on what I heard and seen in my life, far as relationship wise. Okay. And to get back to the subject here is, I want to bring out to you males and females. Like I said, I believe I have more of a female audience than a male, but there's males out there too, that experience, rejection and, bad relationships, people that hurt them too. So we're talking male and female here, because there's good men out there and there's good women out there. You women are, you good women and you good men are out there. What I want to talk about is, I want to give you like 5 signs of a narcissist. A lot of you don't realize that, when you enter in a relationship, you have to really evaluate it, for the simple fact that there are some people out here with some serious problems, problems that, may be hidden within. So you have to really take a real good look at things right at the beginning of the relationship. You have to really key on a lot of things. You have to stay focused. And then, what I want you to stay focused on is this, because there's a lot of this going on in relationships and a lot of people don't even really know it. And it's called narcissists. There are narcissist people out here in this, and there's a lot more today than it ever used to be because of the way things are projected to people. So they have they get they have narcissist characteristics, and I want to explain that to some of you, and it may help you to identify what's really going on in your relationship, if you're in a current relationship, or if you relationships that you may have problems in right now. You may identify with some of these things. A lot of you probably will, not all of you, some of you. So I want to give you the signs, okay? And I've done my research on this type of thing, and as a matter of fact, I was in a narcissistic relationship in my life. It's very bizarre, and it's something that you have to identify quickly. And once you identify these signs, get away, and get away quick, because some narcissists, there's different levels of narcissists, and I want to give you the most common one, because they go, they come and they go in relationships. They come and go. Some of them out there are very dangerous, and I'll get that into those. I'll break them down in different videos. Okay, so I want to give you 5 signs you're in a relationship with a narcissist. Okay, basically a narcissist is a person who thinks of nothing and nobody but themselves. Okay, it's all about them and no one else. A narcissist has no feelings, no emotions, or if they do have them, they do not display it at all. They have a very good way of disguising it, because they like control. They're control freaks as well. Okay, and these are the signs to look out for, and this may help a lot of you in whatever situation you're going through. Okay, and this has been led to me to say these things, and I had to, I actually looked it up and broke it down, and so that you guys can understand what's really going on in some of your relationships, or a lot of your relationships. I just heard this from my angels. You need to speak on this narcissism, because a lot of people are tied into these relationships and they don't understand what's really going on around them from this person. So let me go ahead with it. Okay, now 5 signs that you're in a relationship with a narcissist, and this is for men and women, because there's women narcissists and there's men narcissists as well. Okay, so let me break it right on down. The first sign that I'm gonna give you, okay, you can put these in any category you want, but I'm just gonna give you, from 1 to 5, and then you can just go from there. The first sign that you will notice that, or be able to tell that you're with a narcissist, or in a narcissistic relationship or marriage. Okay, a lot of people marry narcissists, and they be with them for a long damn time until they get a clue to what's really going on. Because a narcissist is real slick. I'm telling you, they some slick jokers, man. I'm telling you, them type you do not want to get tied up with. You want to let them go right away. What they do is, number one, they project their feelings of insecurity. Narcissists are very, very insecure. They are so insecure, it is unreal. But you would never be able to tell it, because they disguise it so well. And the way they disguise it is projecting. Okay? Look out for the signs of someone who projects all the time. You know what I'm saying? They constantly criticize. They are their biggest critics ever. And what they do, what they do first of all to get you is that they build you up. They build you up, put you on this pedestal, and make you think that you're all this. In a way, in their head, that's what they're really thinking. Because they're sick. They have this disease, which is narcissism. Okay, so And that comes from narcissism. A lot of times come from people that have been heavily abused, or yeah, mostly abused, heavily abused, real bad abuse. If they don't get help for it, this thing, it's like a monster walking around, and if you don't identify with it, you're gonna have yourself a monster here, and they're gonna try to make a monster out of you. Okay, now listen. Projected feelings of insecurity. That's one thing that they do. Look out for that. They say and do things that's obvious, that makes you feel less smart, that makes you feel less accomplished. They make you feel less competent. What they are saying is that they don't like the feelings of insecurities, or less than, or small, so they project. Say, basically what they're saying is, I'm fucking insecure. Okay, I got some deep insecurities. I know you can't see it because I'm hiding it very, very well. As a matter of fact, I'm just putting the shit on you. What I feel inside myself, I'm projecting it on you and making you feel like you're the one with the problem. Okay, like there's something wrong with you. That's the first thing you need to identify with it. If you're dating, or you know even if you're in a relationship now and these things are happening in your relationship, the big thing for them is to project. They project because, and on the outside of you would think they're this confident, upstanding, oh my gosh, they put on this air like they are just the shit, they are the bomb, and nothing hurts them, nothing, because they're emotionalists. They don't have any they are so into their self that they cut out anything that has to do with anybody else's emotions or feelings. They don't give a fuck. Okay, they don't care about how you feel, and you will notice that too as I go on. Okay, they are people like, you could be a shining light. You could be, have it going on and everything. And a narcissist is so insecure. Most of the time, they ain't got nothing going on for themselves. Most of the time, they ain't got nothing going on. And they seek people that have things going on. That's when it comes to idol shit. They kind of idolize, they have this, it's almost like they jump into some fantasy world, and they see something and they idolize it. And it better be what that's how narcissists do. Everything has to go to their way, but they have a high sense of manipulation. They know how to manipulate to get people to do the things that they want to do. And it depends, and I'm gonna break those things down to you. Okay, here we go. Let's finish up here. It's like they have this attitude, like, if they got a light on, say this is just an example. Okay, they got the front porch light on. You in a neighborhood, they got a front, it's nighttime, and they got their light on, and they look out the window and see their neighbor's light, and it's shining a little brighter than theirs. Okay, they're like looking like, this is the way a narcissist think. That's what I'm trying to say. That's how so self-consumed that they are. They're dangerous. And you have to watch out and take heed to these signs, because they're out there more than ever now. Okay. Um, like I said, and they look out the window and see that their neighbor's light is shining brighter than theirs. So what they'll do is go outside and they'll go to their neighbor's house and they will smash that light so their light could shine. So in other words, when they dealing with people, that's the same. That's just an example, is what I'm saying. I'm saying they actually do that shit, and some of them may, but that's how they do people. When they look at people in a relationship, I'm talking about people that are in a relationship with these type of people, or if you're going to enter in a relationship, take heed to the signs. Okay. So that's what they do to you in a relationship. They will see your light. If your light is shining more than their light, which more likely it is, because they're very insecure people, and they hide it very, very well. Okay, they hide it well. You would never believe the deep insecurities that these people are carrying around with inside themselves. But what they do is they look at other. That's why they're so self-consumed, because they take that insecurity and they throw it on you. Okay, they throw it on you. That's how they disguise it. That's how they can keep it so well disguised. They project like they the coolest people in the freaking world, but they are the most insecure people you'll ever meet in your whole entire life. And you won't understand it until you know the signs. You have to know the signs. If you don't believe me, you can look this shit up yourself, okay? And like I said, I've been in a relationship with one before too, and it was a strange shit, okay? That's what made me really even look, kind of get into this a little bit more deeply. I just thought they were just a selfish person, but it went a little deeper than that as I start reading about narcissism, okay? Yeah, they love to project. They like to be the spotlight. They are the spotlight. If you're shining, they're going to do their best to take that shine off of you. They're going to do whatever they do, and they do it in a very manipulative way. They're not going to make it obvious. They're not going to blow up and get mad because they cover that shit up with something else. They use manipulative tactics in order to blow your light down and blow you down, and put the light shining back on them. So you can never have, basically with a narcissist, you can never have control of your life around them. Number 2, all right? To know that you're with a narcissist personality disorder in a relationship, they have emotional phobia. And I think I just went through some of that. They have emotional phobia. Say, for instance, when you discuss your feelings, like say you try to discuss your feelings with them. Say you there's something that you're feeling, you want to between the two of you, and you want to discuss that. I'm gonna tell you, they will quickly change the subject on your ass, quick. So if you have some kind of emotional thing going on, say something, you had a problem at work, you come home and you want to discuss it, or there's a problem, but basically the main one, if you have a problem with them and you want to discuss it, you be like, honey, I feel, there's something I want to discuss with you, or can we sit down and have a talk? They will change that shit on you real fast. They will change the subject. They will do something not obvious. It's not going to be but that's why I'm telling you these things, so you can see it's really, really obvious if you pay attention. You have to pay attention. You can't be manipulated, because they are the great manipulators, okay? They will change the subject on you just to avoid, because they don't really want to know nothing about your feelings. They don't care about your feelings. That's why when you try to discuss the feelings, what you're feeling about them is real. You can't discuss it with them because they're not going to let you. They're not going to let you discuss your feelings because they don't care about your feelings. Okay? They do not care about your feelings at all. A narcissist is someone who is self-consumed. They do not take on other people's feelings. They do not have any type of empathy towards anybody. That's why a lot of people get screwed over in relationships, because they're dealing with a narcissist and don't even know it. They don't take your feelings into consideration at all. If you start talking about your feelings, about your relationship between you and them, they will quickly change the subject, or they will do something manipulative to weasel their way out of it, to not talk about it at all. Before you know it, y'all ain't getting nowhere, okay? Because they done manipulated you so bad, or got you in this thing so bad that you're just, you get used to it. Yeah, like I said, they have no feelings that pertains to anyone else but themselves. And remember, a narcissist is all about themselves. That's the main number one thing to remember. Okay, number 3. to identify that you're in a relationship with a narcissist. What they have is called narcissist personality disorder relationship. Okay. Number three, narcs seem to be born of neglect and abuse, as I told you earlier. Um, or they will tell you that shit. They can come up with some stories that, that can be a little questionable, because they'll start out with like almost tell you like they had this perfect family and all this shit, um and then they'll go into um this mode of them being the victim. They're always the victim. Remember that a narcissist will always be the victim, over and over and over a fucking again. Every time they talk, everything that come out of their mouth is like somebody done something to them. They have not done shit. But if you look at, sometimes if you catch them, if you really, really watch and observe and catch them, things that they talk about somebody else so they can play the victim role, they're actually doing it themselves by their actions. Pay attention. Pay attention to them narcissists, okay? They will quickly become the victim all the time through family. They're growing up. If you listen to their stories, it's always somebody done something to them. This done something to them. That relationship. They'll talk about their relationships and everything. And you never hear about them doing shit. They ain't done a damn thing. They was the most perfect person in all the relationships. They was the one in the family that was perfect growing up. Nothing never fucking happened. Everything happened to them. And everybody done something to them. Okay? And then if you try to open your mouth and talk about your family history or your relationship, that narcissist will turn into that manipulator. And next thing you know, he don't want to hear the shit. Oh, I got to go to the store, or, oh, this and this and that and this and that. Anytime you try to talk about something. So be aware of what's going on when you're with someone that may be, and like I said, they're out there big time, and a narcissist. They're very self-absorbed. And I'm not just talking about a selfish person, because a selfish person, sometimes, most selfish people can be selfish. Any of us can be selfish at times. A narcissist is a constant flowing, ever going, self-absorbed motherfucker. Okay? All right. Okay, narcissists seem to be born of neglect and abuse. A lot of them are born with serious neglect and abuse. A lot of us been neglected or abused. I had abuse, done to me. But, hey, these narcissists have serious, like I said, if they, project something to you about their family, like they was like the best of the family, like they was the best of the best, nothing never happened to them. T- be rest assured, yes, something happened to them yes, it is. But they blocked it out of their mind. They blocked it out, or they don't want you. Like I said, they play the victim all the damn time. Okay, they're a victim of neglect and abuse. What they project on the outside is not what's up on the inside, as I said earlier. Narcs are extremely insecure. They disregard taking any responsibility for anything. Let me repeat that. They disregard taking responsibility for anything, for anybody, okay? That goes wrong in a relationship. They will not take any responsibility for it. Like I said, I was with a narcissist. I can understand this stuff that that I, looked into. That person never took any responsibility for any freaking thing. Nothing. Not one thing. And they make you, that's what I'm saying, they make you feel as though you're looking at this perfect person, but what you're looking at is basically a monster that's afraid to come, that's afraid to be their self or come out. And it's a disorder, it's a problem, it's something that they need help with. Basically, they need some type of help with that disorder. It's something that festered for a long time, and it's like somebody putting on 1,000,001 faces every time they meet somebody. Here go a face, here go a face, and next thing you know, all those faces become them. You know what I'm saying? It just grow it like somebody from a baby growing up. It just grows with them. All these faces and masks that they put on, and next thing you know, they're unable to see themselves anymore or see anybody else. So they start to try to take these masks off. They just project it onto someone else and makes them feel like they're the ones insecure and something's wrong with them. And see, they're they're not facing reality. They're not, and most of them are, it's a disease, they're sick, they're not going to, because they have a sickness here, an illness here. Okay, like I said, narcs are extremely insecure. They disregard taking any responsibility for anything that goes wrong, especially in a relationship, at all. Believe me, at all. um if they clearly done wrong, as like, say if they done something wrong, say like they cheated on you, um they lied to you, they done all these things that you try to bring to their attention. You can even actually, I'm gonna tell you, narcissists are so bad that you can now, I haven't experienced this, but something close. Okay. um you can almost damn near catch them doing something, or you can catch them doing something and they will still not fess up to the wrong that they have done. And I am straight up for real. That's how bad it is with them. They will not fess up. They will not say they sorry. They will not do shit. And if you walk out on them, they're not going to call you. They're not going to do, and they're going to make you feel like you done something wrong. Don't fall for the hype. Don't get caught up with a narcissist. You don't get caught up with it. Don't let them feel like they make you the victim is what they do for their own bullshit. So you stay away from them motherfuckers. For real though. Um Yeah, like I said, they can lie and cheat. You can catch them in on it. They're still not going to fess up to what they've done. They're not going to say they're wrong, and they're not going to apologize. And your feelings don't mean shit. Okay, they don't care about. They don't care about nobody else's feelings. They don't have no empathy or sympathy with inside their self at all. A narcissist can kill somebody and give two fucks about it. Okay, all right. And be careful of that too. That's one of them too that I'll get into. Um, like I said, if something happens to where you catch them in a lie, or you catch them cheating, or you catch them talking on the phone to another woman, you catch texts on their phone and all that, and you bring that to their attention, they're going to try to flip the script on you. And they work it well, and they will not show any emotions behind it at all. They will be cool as fuck. You think that they supposed to get all wound up. When somebody get caught something, they usually get emotional. Most of the time, men and women will get emotional when they get caught doing something they ain't supposed to be doing. A narcissist will not do that. They will be calm and cool as a motherfucker. You'd be like, what the hell? And they'll really make you think that before it's all said and done, they'll make you feel like you're the one that done the shit that you caught them doing. And it ain't funny. I ain't trying to be funny either. It's the truth. Okay? All right. Number 4, narcs bring you up, then they knock you down. They'll put you on this pedestal. Be careful. That's another type of narcissist too. That's a little deeper. That's one that gets a little deeper. Maybe I should have added this in another video about another type of narcissist, because there's like 3 type of narcissists. Okay, so we'll just put it in here anyway because we done started. There's one that likes the idolship. They have this idol worship type thing in there. Whatever's in their head that they made up in their head, that's what it fucking better be. That's what you better turn out to be in this relationship that they chose for seeing you, and they put you up on this pedestal. They'll go around telling everybody, oh, this is my woman, oh look, or this is my man here, and put you all way up there. Master manipulators, man, they got it. I gotta give it to them. They got it. But I'm telling you, so you can get it, okay, and get them before they get you and leave you fucked up. Okay, get them and leave them fucked up, because these are the signs. Okay, some of you out there are in a relationship with a narcissist. Some of you men and women are out in a relationship with narcissists. Some of you are married to a narcissist. Okay, and you better get out of it quick. before you get damaged. Okay? All right. Another type of narcissist, they'll, like I said, they put you up on this pedestal, and they take you all over the place, make you feel all good and all this stuff, telling everybody, oh, this is my, this is my woman, or this is my man, and they'll go everywhere and they'll be like, just, it is so obvious. They be like, if they go to take you to a restaurant or something like that, they'll be telling the waitresses and everybody, like, they give a fuck, that, oh, this is my woman, oh, look, ain't she beautiful, or ain't he handsome, oh, look at him, oh, he's just the best, and oh, they do this and do this to total strangers. Okay? And I find that a bit peculiar. Now, that's something like that, I really would be like, wait the fuck a minute. Okay? Something's a little offish here, that don't, we out here with total strangers, you putting, and you're, telling them all about me, or you, however the situation go, male or female, they put you way up on top of this pedestal because that's the way in their sick ass head thinks, and that's the way they actually looking at you, because that's their insecurities working. They feel like they're perfectionists. They feel like they're the perfect person on the world, so they feel like the partner they pick is perfect. Okay, that's how they look at you, as perfect. And I'm gonna tell you what's gonna knock them off their boots is if you don't follow through on that perfect projection that they have of you. Okay, they got it in their head already how this thing is supposed to play out, because they're control freaks as well, and I'm going to get into that next. So if you don't fall in that fantasy, and it's not your fault, don't, that's why I'm trying to tell you to read the signs of this. Not your fault. They just make you feel like it's your fault, but it's just their own insecurities. It's not you, it's them. Okay? And if you don't, in this fantasy, you ain't in their head seeing the fantasy that they see in you, and you didn't project that to them. This is how a narcissist work. Okay? And if you don't live up to that expectation that's going on in their freaking head, okay, that you don't see yet, and and you'll wonder why they, kind of like back off, or disappear. They could disappear on your ass in a minute, because, and it's really not because of you, it's because of their narcissistic ways of how they idolized you at first in their head, not yours. It's nothing that you've done. This is something they put in their own head. I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. Narcissists is all about themselves, nothing about them. They don't give shit about you, shit about your emotions. They don't give shit about nothing about you. It's all about them and nobody else. So if you don't, so don't feel bad when a narcissist leave. Shit, get on your hands and knees and thank God, because they are dangerous, man. They are dangerous. They're dangerous. You're in a dangerous situation when you're with a narcissist. Like I said, let them go. And if you experience this, wonder why somebody left like that, and these traits that I'm talking about came up. Here we go again. It's because it's not because of you, it's because they of their insecurities and that projected thing that they had of you that you wasn't aware of. That's all that is. And they will leave if that perfect thing in their head that they have about you doesn't follow through or go through. It's not your problem, that's their problem. It's a problem that they have, and they will leave that relationship, and they will keep going on this way for the rest of their life, or until they get some type of help. Most of the time they don't get help because they so narcissistic. They don't think they need help. They always putting things on everybody else. That's their little security blanket. Okay. So they bring you up to knock you back down. Those type of narcissists, like I said, they will leave if the idol and fantasy that they had about you is not met. They will leave because it has smashed, it has ruined their makeup of how they thought of you, and it's not because of you. They really believe that their image their image or their idol is they really believe that their image or idol is perfect, when we know normal people know that everybody's not perfect, okay? But in their narcissists really believe that their idol, whatever they worshiping or idolizing, is really perfect, okay? So that's another thing that you can tell. Okay, number 5, they are control freaks, okay? I'm gonna put it to you that straight up. They're control freaks. They have the need to be in total control. Total control. And I mean all the way. So if you're noticing somebody in your relationship you're with, and they are the controllers of everything, and and they do it, like I said, in a manipulative way. Let me break it down, okay? If they are in need of something, okay, this is how insecure their asses are. If they are in need of something, they're not going to display that need, like normal people do. Oh, I need some eggs for breakfast. I'm talking about little simple shit as that. Or I need bacon for, to go with the eggs for breakfast. They will not say it that way. They will not ask for, because that's how narcissistic they are. That's how selfish they are. That's how into their self that they are. They're in for their own needs, okay? They don't give a fuck about you having bacon or not, okay? It's all about what's projected in their head. They may want some sausage. If you talk about bacon, it's going to be a fucking problem, okay? Believe that. It's going to be a problem for you, because it's all about what's in their head and what they want, and that has to play out that way. It has to play out that way. If not, there's going to be a problem. And like I said, they have a good way of hiding it. They're not going to get emotional on your ass. They're going to get mental on your ass. They're going to manipulate to have everything go their way. Something flies, okay? So what they mainly do is orchestrate, and I call orchestration, I call that manipulation. People that put in their mind to orchestrate something. They orchestrate, like, say if you do something, like say you're in a relationship with somebody, okay, this narcissist is here, and you come up and say, honey, let's go to Taco Bell, or let's go to this, or let's go to that. Like if you're trying to make up an event for them to do, it ain't gonna happen. Okay, it ain't gonna happen, because they're total control freaks. They like to make up the events, and if that event they don't want to do, they're not even listening to you. They don't give a fuck. Okay, they're gonna manipulate it and orchestrate it to where it's gonna be whatever event they want it to be. It's not going to be about you. It's going to be about them. Watch out for that. Everything that you try to display and put out there to do with them or do something with them, some kind of plans or event, they're going to fuck that shit up and make it their plans, okay? Because they are in total control of everything. That's what a narc does. Because they refuse, for some reason they feel like asking for something is that's messing with their insecurities. They don't like they're so insecure that that's how bad it is. It's a problem, okay? It's like somebody having alcoholism or a drug problem. They got a problem of thinking of no one but themselves, okay? Be careful of this also. Be careful and on the outlook for this narcissist. Look out for who leaves you feeling nervous about a certain topic or sharing your preferences. Just as I just said, if you talk about a certain topic to them, or your preferences, anything that has to do with you, watch it. Watch it. The narc has a way of making choices. Your choices feel off limits without expressing anger at all. Didn't I just say that? They make you feel like they can throw you off that game of you and your choices and preferences and make it and switch it up their way. And they can do it without expressing anger. They won't get angry about it at all. They will not, because that'll expose them. So, and it'll take, it'll throw the game off. You'll see them for who they really are if that happens. So most narcissists are very calm and cool and collective, and they're very manipulative They'll manipulate the hell out of you. They're very smart people. I'm not going to say they're stupid. They are very smart. That's why they're narcissists. Whatever you are in charge of, arranging a night out with a narc, it will be like a war on your will. It's like they take away your free will, damn near. Okay, they take away your free will, because nothing that you do or say or try to create in a relationship, it does not matter to them. Your feelings and emotions do not matter to a narcissist. Okay. It's like they put a assault on your right and your free will. Personally, they take away your freedom, basically. And look out for this. This is their favorite. This is their favorite thing here. This is the favorite thing here that they do. Okay. Uh, their favorite tactic is dodging vulnerability. Okay, so you can't be vulnerable around a narcissist, because they're perfection at dodging it. So you'll never win. Okay, you'll never win with a narcissist. That's the bottom line. You will never win. So these are the things that I'm pointing out for some of you that you don't know about. You just may very well be in, and it may help you. I hope so. It helped me at a certain point in time in my life. Like I said, I had to really look it up. It was deeper than what I really thought. And I'm bringing these things out, and I actually done my homework on narcissists. And I'm gonna do another video later on about a different type of. There's different types. I think there's 3 types of narcissists out there that you have to look out for. So I hope this helped you guys that are listening. And I hope it made sense to you what I'm talking about, and maybe it'll help out with your situations that you're in. I'm not saying this has happened to all of you, but I'm telling you, they are out there and they are busy and they are at work. Okay, and they are the signs that you need to look out for a narcissist. You do not want to be in a relationship, neither a marriage, with that, because you are going to be damaged. They will damage you. And you won't know it unless you know the signs. That's why I'm saying, stressing really any type of relationship with a narcissist, which is a self-absorbed person that does not take your feelings or anything that you feel or anything that you say into consideration. It's all about them and no motherfucking body else. So I'll talk to you guys later. You have a nice day. Let me finish answering some questions. Bye bye now.